Today I'm going to be making butterscotch sauce. I'm going to make it quite thick because I want to use this for cakes and things like that, but I'll tell you how long to cook for as we go along. First thing you need is a heavy flat bottomed saucepan. I'm going to add to that brown sugar. I've got a mix here, brown and white, but that's fine. Now what we're going to do is put this on a medium heat, just a medium heat. I've got a lump there. And we're just going to leave this and shake it every now and then. Because what we want is for this to completely dissolve. Okay, once your sugar starts to dissolve, you can start moving it around. Once we're melted, I'm changing to my whisk. And what we want is for this to be lump free at this stage. Oh, look at that. Looking good. I've got a couple of little lumps there. Now I don't want those. Because what they'll do is cause crystals to form. So, anything that's stuck around the side, leave it there. Don't pick that up. Right, we now have, look at this, beautiful. I've still got this on a medium heat. We're going to do this on a medium heat all the way through. Now, into this, I'm going to put some salt. Just a pinch. And we're going to let this cook through a little bit. I'm also going to add some lemon juice and butter. Now the butter, I'm going to start putting in a bit at a time, and you want cold butter for this. And give it a stir, it will froth. You can always turn this down a little bit. Get my butter in and get it going. Oh God, I'm getting stuck everywhere, look at this. Get your butter all whisked in. Now, just do be careful because I'm sploshing this. I'm much better on my gas cooker over here. Into that, I'm going to stick lemon juice. There we go. And lastly, cream. And we're going to whisk that in carefully. Here we go. Get in there. Just make sure you've got it all in there. Look at the mess I'm making with this. And it's really quite hot. So, keeping on medium heat now, because I did turn that down a bit then. We want to bring this back to a boil now. And we're going to cook it for just 4 minutes, once that's boiling. And what that will do is thicken that up. Now you can use this at the moment as a very thin sauce. The longer you cook it, the thicker it will get. That's the general rule of thumb here. 3 to 4 minutes will make it quite thick. If you want to make sweets with it and you want it really thick and to set, then you need to do it for 6 to 10 minutes. You can see this starting to thicken slightly. Now we've got some jars ready over here, and I've also got a glass bowl ready over here because I want some of this for a cake. Last thing I'm going to do is put just a couple of teaspoons of vanilla into mine. Sometimes I put rum. Just a few teaspoons of rum, and that gives it a wonderful flavour. Right. It's still looking quite runny at the moment, but it will thicken up as it cools down. Now make sure that your jars are thoroughly clean and warm, and only put a little bit at a time in, because what we don't want to do is break the jars. And so here we go. I won't need the spoon anymore because the last thing we need to do is scrape this. Because if you scrape it, what's going to happen is you're going to form crystals. As you can see, I'm putting it in a little bit at a time, so the jars have got time to warm through without breaking. There we go. Now I'm going to leave these to cool down for a few minutes before I put the lids on. This one here I'm going to cool to room temperature, and I'm going to use this as a frosting because it whips beautifully. Here's my beautiful butterscotch, and as you can see, my jars have sealed, so these will keep now up to a year if they're sealed. If they're not, then you need to use it within a week or so. But look, this is what I'm going to use for a cake, and it has already, look at this, started to thicken up. Look at this beautiful, beautiful butterscotch. I'm going to leave this to go absolutely cold, and then I'm going to whip this for a cake. I'll probably make another video using some of this, but for now, look at that. You can use it on your ice cream, whatever you fancy, but that is absolutely gorgeous. I want to taste a bit. Oh, that is beautiful. Now I use brown sugar in mine, so mine's quite dark, but you can use just white sugar, and then you'll get a lighter butterscotch. But honestly, this recipe is very good, and I use this in baking a lot. Well, if you liked what you saw, please like, share and subscribe to see me making more delicious homemade food. Thank you for watching.